Live your life within the moment, and don't go wait until the morning.
Morning viewers, welcome back to Seabreeze Rider Channel. It's been a while, but we are out on the road. Anne and I are off to Sudbury in Suffolk to go to a TTT motorcycle museum stroke shop. So it's a little cafe there. We thought we'd get the bikes out. Don't normally come out this time of year, and normally tucks a Tiger away until the XL exhibition in February. But the weather isn't that bad. It's very mild today. So I think it's the 2nd of February. Not too bad, not too shabby on the road as well. Fortunately, we haven't had any cold spells, so there's no grit, and it looks pretty dry. So getting the bikes out, enjoying a little bit of the countryside. We're following the sat navs today. We put in a route, so it's going to take us through Coggeshall, I think, and out through Colchester, somewhere around there. Don't know, we'll just follow the sat navs, like following your nose, really, isn't it? What's the news for the future? So we are planning a European tour in June, where we're going to head out towards Austria, Italy, and doing all the passes, Germany, Switzerland, all around there, doing passes and seeing the sights. And that should last around about 16 days, and I will be videoing that, so you'll see our little tour. Before that, as I mentioned before, we're off to the XL motorcycle exhibition. I think it's on the 16th of February. I will be doing a little bit of camera work there, not too much, as it does get well and truly videoed, that one, on YouTube. But if there's something I like, and I thought I might as well mention it. As far as motorcycles are concerned, I have a little bit of an unveiling later on. Changed the fleet around a little bit, not too much. So there is another bike in the garage, but I'm not going to mention that too soon. Just a little bit of work to do on it, and that will be ready for the summer. So that's the news. So all exciting stuff. This is, I think, our first time out together since we got back from Madeira. So yeah, it's nice to be out now on the road. So as usual, if I see something of interest, I'll get back to you. Until then, I'll speak to you soon. Having a look at the map. Cole Road, that's a Cole Road, C-O-L-N-E, Cole Road, and we're still in the county of Essex, heading out towards the county of Suffolk. As you can see, blue skies, wow, it's great. At last, a bit of blue sky. Nothing worse than grey, dimly lit roads, but when the sun comes out suddenly it's a bit more fun. Beautiful countryside though, and road conditions are really good at the moment as well, so we're just poodling along. It'd be great great speed, there's no need to. Just enjoy the countryside, enjoy the ride. It's Saturday today, so people are going about their daily lives, probably shopping. Well, it's shopping day, isn't it, Saturday? So back to our little tour of in June, when we're heading off across Europe. Really looking forward to it. Anne's done some massive planning, so we've got some great routes. The Glossgotner, I think, is one of the passes we're doing. Tibbelsjock Pass, the Stelvio, Thurka, Ripsel, lots of passes. So we're doing Austria on the borders with Italy. Oh, pheasant in the road there. And yeah, so some really good routes, and we've used our route tourer, the MRA tour app, so that's what's gone into all of that. And I think we're also visiting a little bit of a sort of contentious site to some, historic to others, and that is Hitler's mountain, I suppose, fortress, which was built for him by the Nazi Party, known as the Eagle's Nest. Now, some would say a little bit contentious, but it's all part of our history as human beings, isn't it? And I always think seeing places like that, when you're so close, and if it is open to the public, which it is, then why not? So, looking forward to all of that in June. Let's hope the weather stays nice for us. We've been, we are rain dodgers by nature, so we're hoping that the weather will stay nice for us. It normally does when we're on tour in June. It seemed a good month to go. So, back to the ride. It's amazing, actually. We haven't had any rain for quite a few days, I think, or maybe well over a week. Heavy rain, but the roads are just draining off the fields, aren't they? So the roads are still really quite wet. Perhaps you just notice it more when you're out in the sticks. You know, when you don't tend to notice it in town. Obviously the drainage is a lot better, but here it's limited drainage and it just sits on the road, doesn't it? No. Telephone box here. Amazing how many you see those just randomly sitting on their own. They're not painted anymore, or they're not cared for. Telephone boxes. I know there's one not far from us which is used as a library, a lending library. Yeah, in Doddinghurst, that's it. Or they put a defib kit inside in case, or a first aid or something. So they're being reused rather than removed. I mean, I think British Telecom removed a hell of a lot, because you can go and buy a red telephone box, can't you? get them. They are a lot of money, yeah, but they're being resold, reused. Quite the collector's bit now. It's strange when you see one just sitting there, sort of going into decay. It's a bit sad, really. So we're at 3/4 of a mile from destination, according to the sat-nav. Been a little bit tricky. We've had to go round some horrible roads this time of year. And, like I said, as I was talking to Anne, saying that these bikes are great for doing that, the Tiger 900, but you do need the proper tyres, and we definitely didn't have the right tyres on for those roads. But we took our time. We weren't rushed, there was no traffic behind us, and we managed to come out unscathed, which is good. Because it is February, it's still damp, it's still wet, the roads are still treacherous, and some of these little side turnings, so you have to take your time. So 500 yards apparently. We are now in Sudbury, or just entering the outskirts of Sudbury. It should be right here somewhere, shouldn't it? Yeah. I seem to remember the last time we came here we got a bit confused as well. Yeah. Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah, we've got a TTT, that's it. I think there was parking on the left hand side last time. Or we can park here over here, I think it'll be fine. Yeah, I'm just gonna back it up. Ooh. Parking by rail. Here we are at TTT Motorcycles, which is their little cafe in the corner. Got lots of things going on here, lots of equipment, which is nice. We always like a good shop. Don't need any more helmets though, they do nice. And there's a nice selection of second-hand bikes, which we're going to have a look around. Not that I consider having a Royal Enfield, but there's plenty here for sale. And I mentioned they do a nice selection of ladies stuff, Spada, which is a bit rare. Oh, Super Sucker, got some electric stuff in. Yeah, so that was our little ride out to TTT motorcycles. God, it's a bit of a mouthful, isn't it? Triple T, yeah. It'd be easy to say the Triple T motorcycles. In fact, it was slightly warmer outside than it was in, so we noticed, which was quite funny. We're not going to do the same route going back though. God, that's a bit. So yeah. So what we'll do? Have a look. Have you put in mine as well? All right. Okay. Cool. That's all right. Don't have to muck about. Okay. Hang on. I'm coming down. Deciding what they're going to do. So the route back will probably now be down the 120, I would have thought, but it will just come up with something and then we'll just follow that route. But yeah, the other way, we want to avoid that accident, which looked like it was going to be in for some time, involving an heavy goods vehicle, so it was gone off road, so they've got to lift all that out of the way. So if you are coming down to Triple T Motorcycles in Sudbury, you will have a really nice breakfast if you haven't been before. It's quite good value for money, and it was hot and tasty. That's all you really want from a breakfast. Let's have a little bit of forward video. It doesn't want to work at the moment. We'll sort that out in a minute. You do get a lot of YouTube videos this time of year where people are braving, I suppose, Yorkshire and places like that, and but it's so changeable, the weather in this country, that this time of year anything can happen. So it's a bit of a gamble, and you know, you might have a cold spate. A spat will come in and then it will ice up, and don't really want to do that. Don't want to be doing bike dropping at this time of the year. Well, we just found that out on our little route there, didn't we? Suddenly took us off route, and then we were going down or uphill and down dale through horrible roads, puddles and mud and twigs and leaves and greenery in the middle, you know. Not conducive to good motorcycling, I would suggest. So I was having this conversation with Anne over breakfast, and we were talking about tyres. Yeah, that's what you do when you both ride motorcycles. Your conversation is really nerdy. So we were talking about tyres. So the tyres that Triumph fit on this particular bike, I think Batlaks, which are bad tyres, and Anne's has got Metzler's, so she's thinking of changing her Metzler's for Continental Attack 2s, I think, and that's for the tour in June. But I'm going to keep with the Batlaks because they're not bad, you know. I mean, I suppose as tyres go, you can go on forums and find out what's the best. But I've had Conti Attacks and they're really good. They're a durable touring tyre. They don't flatten off as much. So we'll see about the Batlaks. I haven't had any major problems in the wet with them. A couple of times the back's gone, but that was probably me rather than the tyre. Riding a little bit too quick in the circumstances, but you know, it is what it is. So yeah, that was our conversation over breakfast. Wonder what conversation everyone else is there over breakfast. Tyres, interesting. But yeah, it's quite a nice little ride out. Give the bikes a run, blow out the cobwebs, check tyre pressures, that sort of thing. So that's all good. So until next time, which will probably be our run down to the XL Centre on the 16th of February. I will video that and just give you some highlights of all the new releases for 2024. The XL tends to be a little bit limited with sort of models, and not everyone shows there for some reason. But all the main dealers will be there, so that should be fun. Okay, so hope you enjoyed this little video and speak to you soon.